All right, looks like we got a shooting at a baseball game by says a Bernie supporter. The Bernie supporter had straighten my hat, make sure I'm fresh. But no, it said it was a Bernie supporter, and he was against, he was an anti-Trump guy and all that other stuff, and you know, looking at it, I think this is just going to show, and no one no, I'm not going to be a triggered snowflake that basically says that someone's words push somebody to be they're so by default then the Democrats platform is hate speech. See, because I'm not going to take it the same place that Democrats like to take conservative views for. Or that they like to take their views and try to say that they are a certain way, or they're hate speech and stuff like that. Because here's it. This is another situation right here where I'm just saying you become what you hate. I've said this before in other videos. You become what you hate. The anti-fascists or people that say that they're against fascism, they use fascist tactics to combat fascism. You become what you hate. Exactly what you said you're gonna not be is what you end up is what you end up being in a lot of different cases. People that were you got pro-blacks in when you got people that are in the pro-black movement, they end up using the same tactics and doing the same thing that the racist whites do. It's the same thing. So here we go again. You have hate speech being put out, and even more so on the left. You got hate speech being put out about Trump, about any Republican. Here we are. This is what it's all about. When you get to the point that you're sitting there saying you're having people holding up Trump heads, and you have all this hate being put forth, there are people. Here's another parallel. Here's another parallel before I get there. You got kids that'll sit back and listen to rap music. 10 kids listen to rap music, and they listen to violence and stuff like that that's in the rap music. You got a certain number of them that'll go and start living that life. You got a certain number of them that understands that it's just entertainment, or it's just, So, in that, with this, you're going to have a certain part of the population, not that these people's fault, Kathy Griffin, and all these other. It's not that it's these people's fault. It's the simple fact that what you have is messages being put out over the air all day, every day. There's hate for the right, hate for the right, hate for the right, over and over. And now you have a certain part of the population that have internalized that, and now they're taking it, and they're going to do something about it. When you become an alarmist to the point that any other differing opinion is the end of the world, or any other political ideology, and it's being enacted, it's the end of the world, and you constantly put that out to people. It's just the same as the people with the global warming people. You swear that at this point that I should be, there's puddles of ocean right under my feet right now. I mean, the way these people put, and the way they're alarmist about these things, and this is where we are. There's constant 24/7 hate for Donald Trump, and don't get it mistaken. Don't get it mistaken. I was actually going to make another video, but I'm going to go ahead and mesh this in. Don't get it twisted here. It isn't just, they really hate the politics. They really hate the politics. It isn't Donald Trump. Donald Trump just makes it to where they have something that, I'm going to put this, they is basically that they have something to put their hate towards. It's still really all about the politics, But what they're trying to do is say, look, see, this is the person that you have. This is why you shouldn't be of this political mindset, because look at this person. Look what this person has done. He said, grab him by the pussy. Let's be honest, liberals, you're not the epitome of morality. So let's not act like, please, let's not act like that's the where you're going to hang your hat. Let's not act like that. It's all about the politics. But what you're trying to do is have a reason of something to point at to make people to make people go against that political ideology. It's the same thing as I've another comparison. I'm always doing this, but it's if Hitler was alive today. Hitler was alive today, and Hitler went outside and said, the sky sure looks blue today. You'll have a certain part of the population, it seems, that would say, no, well, you're a racist, and you killed all of you killed all those Jews. So we can't listen to what he said, even if it's true, because you're trying to discount the person, but you're trying to use the person to also further your agenda. That's what they're doing. With Trump, is not so much about Trump as much as it's about they do not like the political ideology. He just gives them a reason. He gives them something to hate. And that's where we are. It's a shame, but that's where we are. This man kept getting all this. There's some people that can't take all the noise. And look what happened. He ran up and started shooting. He really feels as if this is where it needs to go. Or he really felt that this is where it needs to go. At a certain point, all this is coming to a head. I don't know what's going on, but something's up. And I don't know where it's all going, but apparently I hate to be I don't want to be the pessimist in everything, but it almost feels like this is the start of things that are gonna start progressively happening, and it's mainly about the fear mongering and things like that. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all that someone took it in their own hands, thinking that they're really doing a service by trying to kill someone of an opposing viewpoint. Well, that's my thoughts on the whole fiasco. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Let's hope this gets better. But I think we're in for something, and it's just going to keep going. And the left, I have conservative views and I have liberal views, but geez, you guys are really, really alienating a lot of your voting bloc with the antics and the outright stupidity, crying, whining, and all that. It's terrible. So that's my video. That's my thoughts on it. Another shooting. So we'll see. We'll see if more of this stuff goes on.